It gleamed beneath the museum lights like a captured star, cold, perfect, and impossibly blue. The Hope Diamond, they called it. Visitors leaned close, mesmerized by its beauty. Yet if you listened closely, some swore they heard something else. Whispers, soft as breath, echoing from the glass case. Whispers of blood, betrayal, and death. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you were watching from. I love knowing who is listening. They say every jewel has a history, but this one had something darker, a memory. And it began centuries ago, in the heart of India. In the 1600s, a French merchant named Jean-Baptiste Tavernier stumbled upon a deep blue diamond unlike any he had ever seen. It shimmered like the night sky itself, but it wasn't his to take. Legends claimed it was stolen from the eye of a sacred Hindu statue, a god who watched over his temple in silence. When Tavernier pried it loose, villagers said the statue's eyes wept blood. He ignored the warnings. He returned to France with riches beyond imagination. Yet within a year, his fortune turned to dust. His ships sank. His body was found torn apart by wolves. The diamond vanished, and the whispers began. Decades later, it reappeared in the hands of King Louis XIV. Set into a magnificent necklace, the stone became the pride of the French court. But even within the glittering walls of Versailles, the curse followed. Servants grew sick, guards vanished, and soon the revolution swept across France. Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette, who both wore the gem, were dragged to the guillotine. Their heads rolled, and the diamond disappeared once again, as if feeding on chaos. For years it passed from one doomed owner to the next. A Russian prince who owned it saw his entire family murdered. A Turkish sultan who bought it was dethroned within weeks. His concubine, who once wore the gem, was found dead in the palace courtyard. Even Evelyn Walsh McLean, the wealthy American socialite who wore the diamond in the early 1900s, suffered a chain of tragedies. Her son killed in a car crash, her daughter dead by overdose, and her husband's empire collapsing into ruin. Every owner tried to convince themselves it was superstition, coincidence. But behind every glittering photograph and every royal portrait was the same haunting truth. The Hope Diamond never gave without taking something in return. When Evelyn finally died, her jewel collection was sold to pay debts. The Hope Diamond found its way into the hands of a man named Harry Winston, a legendary jeweler. People begged him not to touch it, warning of its curse. But Winston was no fool. He didn't wear it. Instead, he locked it away. Years later, in an act that stunned the world, he donated the diamond to the Smithsonian Institution. But how he did it made the legend even stranger. He didn't send guards or armored trucks. He simply mailed it, in a plain brown paper envelope. The postal worker who carried it, James Todd, reportedly laughed about the stories. But within days of delivering the package, he broke his leg in a car crash. His wife died of a heart attack. His house burned down. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe the diamond wasn't done choosing. Today, it rests behind bulletproof glass, under perfect lighting, admired by millions who never know how close they stand to history's most whispered curse. Yet museum guards still say that sometimes, at night, the alarms trigger without reason. Cameras flicker, and visitors who take photos occasionally find something strange in the background. A shadow shaped like a woman's face, reflected in the glass, watching. But here's the truth few know. Scientists discovered the Hope Diamond glows red under ultraviolet light, as if it remembers the blood it is seen. Is it haunted, cursed, or is it simply humanity's guilt, sparkling back at us from the depths of our greed? Maybe we gave it the curse ourselves, by stealing beauty from sacred hands and calling it treasure. Because every time someone believed they could own it, it owned them. And so it remains locked away, admired, feared, and utterly alone. because power taken without respect always demands a price. The Hope Diamond isn't just a jewel. It's a mirror, showing us what happens when wonder turns into possession, when awe becomes obsession. So next time you see something beautiful behind glass, remember, sometimes the most dangerous things in the world aren't hidden in darkness. They're displayed under the brightest lights. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe to Whispered Words, where history's most haunting secrets are told with truth, mystery, and a touch of humanity. And tell us in the comments, do you believe the Hope Diamond is cursed, or do we create our own curses through greed?